Okay guys, let's get straight into it. All we're going to do, carefully mark out those areas that will be solid black using your Prismacolor black pencil. Just take your time, think it through, don't make any mistakes. Now that we've done that, we can start filling in those areas with a light layer, still using your Prismacolor black. Don't worry if it looks sketchy. All I want you to do is just literally fill in those areas carefully up to the lines, and don't go too heavy at this stage. I'm going to start speeding up little parts of this video. There's no point in you watching it in real time. You all know how to colour in. If you don't, then we're in trouble. But I'm sure you all know what you're doing when it comes to colouring in little squares. Don't forget to head over to my website. There's lots of other cool art related stuff on there. There's blogs that you can join. There's artwork that's for sale. Go and check it out if you get the time. Now, all I want you to do is pick up your 10% warm grey, and the same as what we just done with the black, very carefully start colouring in those squares. So now I want you to pick up your 70% warm grey pencil and just start colouring in that side of what's going to be our floating checkerboard. Now I'd like to pick up your 30% warm grey pencil and just start sketching in that side. Pick up your black pencil, take your time, and what I now want you to do is apply a little bit more pressure, going over your sketchy layer, but now you're trying to get that nice solid black polished finish. Be careful, don't go over the lines, and again take your time, but just apply a little bit more pressure now and get the job done. I mean, I don't know about some of you guys, but I love using colour pencils. You know, one of the great things I like about using colour pencils is that you can pretty much open the box, sharpen the pencils, grab a piece of paper and start drawing. You don't need to prepare a painting surface, mix a palette, or best of all, you don't need to wear protective clothing. Winning. I've recently got my kids into using colour pencils, mainly because I kept finding paint on the sofa or on the stairs, on the carpet, it was everywhere. With colour pencils, everything seems to be good so far. Now the black's done, I'm going to get that 10% warm grey again, and again apply a little bit of pressure. Don't go all crazy. Remember, take your time, colour up to the lines. Try and lose the white that might be showing through from the paper. And just get that nice, silky smooth finish that these pencils leave. Other good things about colour pencils that a lot of people don't know is you can use it on quite a lot of different surfaces. I've done stuff on wood. You can also use it on sanded paper. That comes out really good as well. Have a little play with them. Now, pick up your 70% warm grey pencil, and all you're going to do is basically colour in that side of what's going to be our floating checkerboard. And yep, you guessed it, take your time, don't go all crazy, apply a little bit of pressure and just get that side nicely coloured in. Brilliant. Now that we're coming to the end, what I'd like you to do is pick up your 30% warm grey pencil and colour that side in as well. Now this next bit that's coming up is going to be a nice little special effects that we're going to add. So you're going to pick up your 70% warm grey pencil, and as you can see me doing, I'm just going to carefully, just from that top edge, just start dragging the pencil down. And the idea is that if you imagine the light hitting the top of our checkerboard, and on that side it's going to cast just a nice little shadow. And all you're going to do for this step is use your 70% grey, blend it down into your 30% grey. So you're going to see me picking up the darker pencil, which is the 70% grey, and you're also going to see me picking up, as I have now, my 30% grey. Don't be frightened to blend the pencils together with your fingers. A lot of people don't realise that you can do that with colour pencils, but you can. And it just, as you can see, that side that's already been done, it just needs that nice little silky looking blend. And as I said, this will just leave a nice little special effect. So 70% into 30%, and then your 30% pencil back up into your 70%. Look at that, lovely. We are now ready to put in our shadow. I'm going to use my airbrush, basically just because I was being lazy. It was on the side from a project that I was working on, but I don't want you to hit the panic button. Don't panic guys, I've got you covered. What I want you to do is place a dot from the corner 5 centimeters or 50 mil to the center of where the shadow is going to be, as you can see in that diagram. Your shadow is going to be approximately 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters, or those working in millimeters, it will be 50 by 50, as you can see. Now in this short video, I'm just going to demonstrate how you can build up your shadow the same as you did when we was colouring the squares. Do a light coat and then apply a little bit more pressure until the centre is nice and dark and you've got just a tiny little fade around the edges. Just like you can see I'm doing in this video, nice and dark, just with a slight fade on the edge. Just like that. Panic over! Okay guys, I told you I've got you covered. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to paint in my shadow, whilst you guys go ahead, colour in your shadow with your 70% warm grey pencil. And now that that's finished, carefully remove the tape . And that's us ready to move on to the next stage. Well done.